Pinfest, such a cool event, is the fact that everyone can get together with a common interest in playing old school games.
It's probably the biggest pinball event in Australia.
It's run by volunteers, it's run by people that give up their time.
The noise of all of the games kicking off at the same time and hearing the crowd and the enjoyment, everything, that's what does it for me.
This is our 12th year running Pinfest. We started in 2012 and we're not sure how long it'll last. Originally we did it simply to see that many pinball machines in one room. We're all pinheads, we all had small collections, and we'd heard about all the big shows in America, and very few of us had got to experience them in life. And we were offered the opportunity of a room to use 1 year. I just jumped at the chance, committed myself, and then chased down as many friends as I could in the local area. We had 8 weeks to set it up. It was very frantic, but we managed to pull it off. Even when doors opened the first time, we didn't know if anyone was going to come. And probably for the first half hour they didn't. But then they started rolling in the doors. They had a great weekend. And as they were leaving, they were asking us when it's on again.
There was nothing around at the time. So we thought it was a good idea to put on a pinball festival. Nobody was doing it, so we do it.
And at that stage, we hadn't thought of getting past the event that we did, let alone having to continue. The thought of, at that stage, it lasting 12 years was not even on the radar.
We are famous now almost in Australia for making Pinfest. It's the longest running pinball event in Australia, not necessarily the biggest. There have been bigger events.
The organisers, Chris and Marco, you can't speak highly enough about those guys. They dedicate a lot of their time and energy to make this event happen. And to boot, on top of everything, it's all for charity, right? So it's a feel-good event for us as well.
We pride ourselves in the fact that it's all for charity. So, you know, it's run by volunteers, it's run by people that give up their time, and then we give money to charity. So, yeah, it's great.
I think this year we have got around 80 contributors, and add on to that probably another 10 to 15 people who volunteer. We've been giving money to charity for the last 12 years. Every year we pick a different charity for the proceeds to go to. We're up around the $150,000 mark. This year's charity is a local charity called Jenny's Place, and we are hoping to give them at least about $20,000, which will be our highest total to date.
I think it started off as like $4,000 or something like that. So it's grown and grown and grown.
Pinfest is such a unique event. You have to remember that all these games are owned by enthusiasts, and they take the time and effort to prepare their games, bring them to Pinfest for everybody to enjoy.
It's hard to have one of these events because people are bringing their own games, and just the logistics of getting this many games in one place is difficult. So they do a great job.
My name's Grant Levy, a pinball enthusiast and the creator of the Battle Penny pinball machine. For me to teach myself everything, create all the boards, wire it, program it, do everything was 2 years of work. I wanted it to, you know, not look like it was made in a shed. And the feedback I get from people is that in fact it looks like it's something that's come out of the factory, so that's the happy result for me. We come up all the way from Melbourne up here to Newcastle. 1,100 kilometre, 13-hour drive, but it's worth the drive, and to see the look on people's and especially kids' faces when they're playing it.
Both my son, my daughter and my wife came along to Pinfest. It's great to be able to just share this experience with my family. I put my daughter in a little carrier and face forward, and she'll watch the game and she'll be, you know, absolutely mesmerised. Some of the best memories that I have of pinball is experiencing gaming from an early age. I'm sure it's sort of forming memories in my children's minds. It's nice to see that same sort of pattern occur in a lot of the kids that come along to Pinfest as well. It's a very much a family-themed, orientated environment. It's a game of sharing.
We sell the tickets online now, and when they sold out in like 5.5 hours, we were blown away to see the people lining up half an hour before the session start. It's a real experience.
It's all generations. People that have played pinball from the 1950s right up to the latest releases that are coming out today.
It's a social event. It's about pinball, the community. Enthusiasts will travel from interstate for Pinfest. It's such an awesome event. So for us, it's an opportunity to engage with those guys, meet and greet, have a beer, play the latest Stern pinball.
AMD have been fantastic for us. They bring a high quality, brand new pinball machine that not only is new release and so no one's seen, but they're the games that a lot of people can't afford to have in their home. So this is a place where they can come to play them, and it's always the most crowded place in Pinfest.
We do our best to showcase the absolute latest and greatest games from Stern. So this year we were actually fortunate enough to have the opportunity to air freight a couple of the latest Venom Stern pinballs. Games arrived on Thursday afternoon, commissioned on Friday morning, and then on a truck here on Friday afternoon, and here for everybody to enjoy.
We've always made good games, and some are better than others, but I love all my children, so they're all good.
You ready? 1, 2, 3.
I've been to Australia many times and to various events here.
That was great. I like that.
I always enjoy Australia after the long trip to get here.
It's always a treat to see Gary. He loves coming to Australia. He loves the pinball community, and it's a wonderful opportunity for Gary to come and mingle with the crowd at Pinfest.
So yeah, I've got Gary's signature on my shirt.
The other thing that we're doing is the most important thing that we can do, and that is Insider Connect, connecting the games. This is the future of gaming, and we have to be in the future. I say that at 78, I've been in pinball manufacturing for 76 years. And the future is more promising, and I'm more excited about the pinball business than I ever have been in the past.
Opening now, please. Yes, we've got to show everyone else because we haven't told them what it is. All right, thank you very much for coming.
It's taken a long time to get here, and it's almost like it's gathered a lot of momentum over the years. So yeah, we keep doing it for that. Everybody loves it. So
we have people come from all over the country now. When we first started, everyone came from Newcastle, the Central Coast, and now we've got machines coming from Mackay and all over New South Wales, Brisbane, all over Victoria. The guys from Tassie even come every year. Machines come from a long way, and the people who come from a long way too. So it's really been astounding to see that kind of thing happen.
I'm tired. It gets harder and harder every year. I get older and older every year. So
We're humbled and we're privileged to be part of Pinfest, and we will be for many years to come.
We just want them to come in and have fun and experience the Silver Ball.